is a triple threat of Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds.
Wade, I know like many last week, he was your...
Absolutely livid after being eliminated in the Royal Rumble. Perhaps for good until Nick Aldis, an old friend, back down. A fair shake of things. It's all through McIntyre for the Elimination Chamber match. After seemingly years of being in a downward spiral, once again a fresh start here on SmackDown with a GM here.
Screw Raw, Drew McIntyre's officially back on front. You know, this past Saturday at the Rumble, after I was angry, I might have torn some things up, and I got in my car, and I woke up in the morning, something had come over me, I had clarity. I looked in the mirror and I went, my God, you are jacked and handsome, Drew. And I realized I'm a product of my environment. Raw egos, if you're a good person, try to do the right thing and tell him the truth. So now I can see clearly, I needed a solution. And he told me, Drew, I want you on SmackDown. Drew, 100%. Cody. Let's the WWE Championship.
WrestleMania.
Is it me? Tell me it's not. Every single week, though, you come out here, you're living in the past, bruh. Yeah, you're complaining. They stole something from me. You out here. He's literally standing out here. You gotta get through LA night. Tonight, I'm here to earn mine.
Weeks ago, I would be angry about everything you just said. Eat you up inside. You and your brother are so similar in every single... If he just said yeet first.
Let me remind you who's standing in front of you, bro. Say yeet, I can say yeet. Watch. Yeet. If I want to, I got to get mine. I got to punch my ticket. I got to go to Vegas. What about yours? Then you got to make it to the Elimination Chamber, and you got to get through that. But tonight, Jimmy Uso.
No, the megastar.
Right, quite yet, boys.
Jimmy Uso, Big Jim, whatever you want to call yourself, I ain't got any love for you, but I ain't going to complain about it. I'm going to make good on it tonight. Do need to say this. In my life, in my career, I want to be here in Memphis tonight and around the world. It hits you in the feels and you have to cry. 3 guarantees in this life. Death, tax. My God, Monday through Friday, every single can crier. Right now, we're talking about WrestleMania. We're talking about Elimination Chamber. And like that, all your WrestleMania hopes getting dashed, so stuff in. Memphis, tell them whose game this is.
In Chamber qualifying triple threat match. Drew, Jimmy. John Cena and Cena. It is 3 weeks until we are in Toronto to see
a tall order to win the Elimination Chamber, and there are 4.
Drew McIntyre officially on the
Look at Chippendale right here.
Elimination Chamber qualifier triple threat match in
First, cooled down again, is now back on the outside, once again warming up. That Drew McIntyre seems like a man reborn. Both over the past couple of years would certainly have had the blood boiling.
You can hear the crowd picking up on what about the amount of complaints that they've heard through the years from Drew. Sort of sense it would go
one-on-one match by at least getting rid of McIntyre. Stomping the hell.
LA says, let me get mine. The home to Major League Baseball's Blue Jays. But for right now, compelling. So an LA Knight.
Well, the early goings of this one saw LA Knight broken down, and that plays into the hands of the massive Scott. As hell, what a brawl that turned into between these two.
Every which way. Good amount of tension from this group after Royal Rumble. And the uppercut. As that sends LA Knight into the...
Focused on either one of your opponents, because believe me...
See tonight's results that happened earlier today. Pretty deadly, earning Elimination Chamber qualifying win against Piper Niven. So Liv Morgan trying to get to Toronto, but of course, triple threat action, LA Knight.
With twin brother Jay, who is now a bona fide main...
As Knight slams down Jimmy Uso, her first singles match since we will have Cody and Jey Uso against Jacob Fatu.
Scrambling the brains of the megastar,
Just that sheer power.
And I'm still trying to get used to a Drew McIntyre seemingly in his hands, of course, both the men's and women's eliminations.
You did a great job of detailing the circumstances of how enraged he was out and say you need a fresh start.
Yeah, he certainly did. I saw this really feeling himself once again, thanks to GM Aldis.
Match, an opportunity to make it to Elimination Chamber.
And immediately capitalizing is the megastar L.
Cruz head into our announce desk. This bigger
McIntyre might be ringing in his ears right now. And now
Jimmy Uso. And one more for good measure. Don't go anywhere. Joan Wade back with you here. LA Knight seemingly in control right now.
Bounced especially strong. The heads of the guys that have been...
The new addition to SmackDown.
Well, it is a triple involved in that. The chance of McIntyre.
LA Knight. Big chop.
Signs of extreme fatigue, such has been the intensity of... And the big hit. Who can get themselves to Toronto?
Here on Friday Night SmackDown, a big chop from Drew McIntyre into Jimmy Uso and LA Knight. So much on the line. Men's Elimination Chamber, 3 weeks in Toronto. McIntyre up.
Worn out as we are getting to the business end of Shut Up the Naysayers.
But Wade, the two guys who don't win this triple threat, their road to Mania. Whoa! Box jump, top rope, super.
McIntyre, such a domineering presence. Essentially a double German suplex.
It's incredible. More power for McIntyre to do that after Knight had the
Kavorka in the air. But Drew McIntyre did Future Shock DDT denied.
Oh, and instead it's Knight.
In the drop zone, starry-eyed.
Win. And Jimmy Uso comes.
Tag ranks, clearly got his timing spot on there. Oh.
Looking for BFT, but instead.
Kick out there from the megastar. The smile fully gone. Drew McIntyre, who has to be closing in on victory.
His face, center on those eyes, you see it all.
This is it.
Claymore.
The shot by Big Jim. And now we're down to 2. Telegraph the backdrop.
Uso finds his way into the elimination. Toronto.
Oh, going to Toronto at the Elimination Chamber. How small.
Tires laid out over our announce desk.
No mistakes the second time.
Instead, he eats the knees. Rolled up by LA Knight.
To get an old BFT.
Oh, man. That was a Claymore in the midst of a 2-for-1 Claymore, Wade.
Well, that's what you have to do. Thanks to Drew McIntyre's Claymore to the back of the spot in the Elimination Chamber for the men is At the moment, Charles Robinson got the 1-2.99 pull, got his knees up. That little beat that it's on Charles Robinson hits the back of the head of the megastar. Pick which man you want to pin. He now joins John Cena and, of course, CM